A Bharat netizen left a comment saying, "Videos without India don't get high traffic. You're still lacking creativity." Yep, this Bharat netizen's got a point. Every time I make a video about sensitive topics like Ukraine or Palestine, YouTube's algorithm pushes it way less. But I don't get why he's so thrilled about it. If my channel's creativity is lousy, yet slamming the Bharat Empire gets me platform boosts, what does that say? It shows YouTube's algorithm loves these videos, meaning mocking Bharat feeds a solid chunk of viewers' emotional cravings. When a country becomes the world's top clown, and its people actually take pride in it, that's beyond the bottom line of my imagination. I was going to give the Bharat Empire a couple days off, maybe talk US-China stuff. But since Bharat pals are so eager for the spotlight, I'll squeeze in an extra video. Diving into a comment section request, Modi and his fake degree. I've touched on Modi's degree scam in past videos, but I don't think it's worth much debate. From all the public records and Delhi University's response, any normal person can see Modi faked it. The tea seller's son, Modi, graduated high school at 17, left home to wander, meaning he never got into college. But after coming back, the Indian neo-Nazi group RSS groomed him, and he rose fast. In 1978, at 28, Modi snagged a correspondence bachelor's in political science from Delhi University. Plain and simple, it's a non-standard degree. Even if it's legit, it's barely worth the paper it's on. Compared to the Indian elites who claw their way into IIT or head to the US, Modi's degree's a joke. And Delhi University, under a storm of public doubt, couldn't dig up Modi's records right away. The so-called copy BJP later dropped is riddled with holes. A real degree wouldn't kick up this much drama. RSS started plotting early, scouting talent far and wide, training future political big shots, Modi included. He served RSS long-term, got sent to BJP, climbed to Gujarat's chief minister, and finally hit India's prime minister gig. So Modi's degree got a shiny polished job. It's not exactly a huge disgrace. The opposition's obsessed with it, just trying to dent Modi's cred. But they might have missed that credibility isn't a word in the Bharat Empire's dictionary. To the world, India's the poster child for zero credibility. No respect for contracts. As an underdeveloped nation, India got a shot to take over call center jobs from the US, a gig Americans handed them for employment. Instead, Indians dissected US data, scamming the elderly and vulnerable like crazy, raking in billions yearly from the US. Indian merchants on the global market tossed business ethics out the window, gaming every loophole, tricking suppliers or clients from other countries. For instance, they'll hit up Chinese factories for dozens of samples, claiming big orders, saying they need to test them. Clueless Chinese folks generously send them free, even covering shipping. What they don't know is, Indians pull this on dozens of factories. No follow-up orders, just fishing for freebies. Chinese sellers shipping without full payment find out. Once the containers hit India, the buyers dodge payment with excuses, even ghosting, waiting for goods to expire then selling cheap. The Indian government loves strong-arming foreign investors too, using tax audits to extort. Ford, Volkswagen, Coca-Cola, Xiaomi, Vivo, you name it. European, American, Chinese firms. They've all been slapped with massive fines by India's government, some even forced to sell businesses cheap to Tata and other Indian outfits. India's government stiffing and stalling international loans is routine. Indians fake their way into Western countries as immigrants, pulling shady moves to compete, causing real damage. This nation's global cred is basically zero, if not negative. Modi and BJP rode lies to power, stoking Hindu extremism, firing up hatred and division against Islam and other minority faiths. Once in charge, they tweaked GDP formulas, counting cow and goat dung as output, faking data to pretty up the economy. ISRO and crew hype non-existent space wins with fraud. The military brags non-stop, posing as a superpower. BJP's media can't stop yapping about Bharat revival, constantly name-dropping China. 10 years in, Modi's brought no real change. India's still poor, backward, ignorant, filthy. Yet with lies, Modi keeps racking up support. Staying PM. I'm saying, digging into Modi's fake degrees got little juice. Modi doesn't even care. Next to the mountain of lies from Modi and BJP, a fake degree's peanuts. Take Modi's repeated boasts. India hitting developed status by 2040. But in reality, India's per capita GDP's under $2,500. Industrialization's way below modern standards. Economic data's bloated with fluff. It's got no shot at being a decent nation, let alone developed. The Bharat Empire struts as the world's biggest democracy, yet runs the planet's most savage caste system. Preaching people are born unequal, split into high and low, noble and cheap. Low-caste folks don't just face steeper odds grabbing social resources. Their chances to grow and get respect are miles below high-caste groups. Even when high-caste folks screw them over, their pushback's feeble at best. Most of the world's worst polluted cities sit in India. It's also the dirtiest country globally. Air and water pollution way past normal standards. Indians top the list for lousy hygiene, chucking trash everywhere, pissing and shitting in public, turning India into a giant cesspit. Still, living in this barbaric, backward mess, Indians believe the Bharat Empire can stand shoulder to shoulder with China, even overtake it, become a superpower. Not only that, when they step abroad, Canada, Australia, Southeast Asia, they proudly litter and relieve themselves wherever. I can't wrap my head around Modi's rivals like the Congress Party. Are you guys stuck in your own soap bubble, blind to what Indian society's like? In a place drowning in lies, scams, and self-delusion. Who gives a damn about Modi's fake degree? Is lying shameful in India? If lies and deceit were crimes, India wouldn't deserve to exist on this planet. Hand on heart, ask yourselves, does India have a shred of honesty or morals left? When you scam US seniors, don't you know you're lying? When you rip off foreign clients, don't you know you're lying? When you extort foreign companies, don't you know you're lying? When you brag about being a superpower, don't you know you're lying? When you fake degrees to immigrate to Canada, don't you know you're lying? When you take over Silicon Valley firms one by one, don't you know you're lying? Give me a break. Quit harping on Modi's fake degree. Its harm's a speck compared to the damage the Bharat Empire dumps on the world. Who cares?